what priorities have you all seen come to the forefront in government? And what do you expect these priorities to look like over the next several months? Suzette, would you take the lead on this one?
Sure, certainly. Well, the conversation is continued much in the way that you opened this around how do we operate in an environment that is much more virtual, regardless of what operate might mean, to your business, whether that is interacting with citizens or interacting with clients or the way that we learn or the way that we just do the, business of specific areas. And for the federal agencies, that has been really important to continue to do that and do that in a very safe way. What has been very exciting to me and was part of the agenda for both Margaret and I when we were in the federal government is the continued focus and acceleration of things around digital delivery of services and capabilities. That's been fantastic. And that's been both, we've seen that definitely in the public sector, but private sector as well in those companies, and the importance and focus on data, particularly as you mentioned, pandemic, sharing health data, the accuracy, how quickly that can be done, and how that can be shared with various audiences that are contributing. And that let us tap into some of the things that were in the federal data strategy, but also across the board, public and private sector, raise the stakes on standards and sharing and dialogues about those things. So I'm hopeful those two sets of learnings in those areas are things that we're going to continue to move forward, for the benefit of both citizens and our private sector businesses. Margaret, what did I miss?
Well, I think Suzette hit it nail on the head, and I feel really grateful that folks like Suzette and others like Emily Murphy at GSA were carrying the ball on both IT modernization, data accountability and transparency, as well as people in the workforce for the 21st century, because literally the pandemic is a perfect showcase, a horrific showcase, but a perfect showcase for how we need to build in flexibility and agility into government service. And I think the only things I would amplify, there's been a lot on procurement that's taken place in the pandemic. That's, we've put pressure on things that we might have known were challenging to procure, but we need to do them even more rapidly. So, for example, procuring IT services to help support the shift to a virtual workforce, even getting laptops in an environment where the entire world was going to work from home has been a challenge. But I think the hardening and the modernizing we've been doing through the president's management agenda has set us up well for that. And I applaud the public servants across the federal government who've helped lean in and meet the challenges of this unusual time.